Hello everybody and welcome back to the 3-Star Dragon Ball Buddies. I'm Ken.
I'm Josh.
I'm Fong.
And today's the day, folks. The first episode of Dragon Ball Super is finally released in Japan. And we have all seen the episode, isn't that right, guys?
Yes.
Correct, sir.
Correct!
Yeah.
I just finished watching it not an hour ago.
Me and Fong were talking about earlier, Josh, that we were going to start the episode and you're going to be like, I didn't watch it yet. And we're like,
Well.
oh, goodbye.
Well, I mean, that'd be a plot twist for
hang
everyone.
up on you.
We hang up on you. You joined
Yeah.
halfway through the episode. Guys, I finished.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it before Fong, so, you know.
And
What
Fong's
else, man?
Asian, so that's saying something.
I was at work.
Yeah, see? I told you.
I couldn't.
Yeah, man.
Yes, but the episode is officially out. We've all seen it. Some of us watched it subbed. Some of us watched it raw. Well, just me mostly, but
Raw diggity.
Yeah. I mean, as it is, the subs came out for, what, probably, like, very late last night, mainly just this morning kind of thing. So.
yeah, I watched the raw last night around 10 o'clock our time, and then
Yep.
by the morning, subs are out everywhere. So
Yeah.
I
So
watched that.
I think really today is the day that a lot of people would have first watched it.
Yes, today's the day. Especially because it's like...
Besides the people in Japan.
well,
Yeah, okay. But actually, I'd be really impressed if someone from Japan was watching this right now, or listening to this. So,
they probably like, what the fuck are they saying?
if you are, please
Yeah.
comment in Japanese characters.
Dragon Ball Super.
I'd be impressed if they made it this far without
Yeah.
stopping the video.
That's true. They probably turn it on. These guys speaking English? Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
5 seconds. We just see, like, on the YouTube analytics, like, people stop listening 5 seconds into the episode.
What is a 3-star buddy?
A Dragon Ball, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, well, before we get into our discussion of today's episode, we are going to do a quick recap of the events. So, without further ado, here is the recap for episode 1 of Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
All right. We start off being treated with a recap of the final events of Dragon Ball Z, including Goku defeating Kid Buu using a spirit bomb, and the gang using the Dragon Balls to erase the people's averse memories of Majin Buu altogether.
6 months later, we join Goku working on the turnip farm where Godin arrives to deliver him lunch.
Okay, Fong, I love your recap. Let me just tell you.
Goku expresses how Chi is forcing him to do the work, and he'd rather be training with King Kai in case of a threat greater than Majin Buu arrives.
Okay, so if you guys are still here. So then it shows this whole alien planet where dozens of cooks are preparing this whole entire feast for Beerus, if you remember from the movie or intro or what we talked about, and also Whis watching from behind. Beerus tastes a single dish and compliments the saltiness, but it's too greasy. So he decides to only destroy half of the planet he was on tasting it. So with a single touch of his fingers, the planet's cut cleanly in half, and the other half explodes, with Beerus and Whis escaping unharmed.
Back on Earth, we join Hercule, or Mr. Satan as he's called, being interviewed by a large crowd of press and reporters. Hercule is being awarded a type of World Peace Prize on account of his constant protecting of and saving of the Earth. During the conference, though, Majin Buu barges in, declaring he's hungry and making Hercule look bad. He quickly makes up a story saying that Buu is an alien seeking to train and learn from Hercule. Excusing himself from the press conference, Hercule goes to meet with Buu in the back and apologizes and offers to give him some chocolate, before being buried under an avalanche of snacks and calling out to Videl.
As Hercule screams out for Videl, the scene jumps to Videl and Gohan leaving the bookstore together. Video has purchased Gohan a book that he has... You wrote that.
I know.
He has wanted
Gotta
his-
love the autocorrect.
Video purchases Gohan a book. Then they're like, "Oh, I feel bad that you're buying me all these things and I can't afford nothing." And then Video doesn't mind. She just wants Gohan to be smart and be a good boy. And then they go to a bakery and Piccolo's like, "Fucks with you."
Okay. So then it cuts to Goten, and he approaches Trunks and asks for his assistance in getting a gift for Video. No,
It says Videl,
I
just
know.
read it.
For Videl and Gohan for their upcoming marriage. So after an unsuccessful trip to a jeweler and cosmetic store, the two decide to locate a local hot spring to bottle some of its water for Videl after they talk to this old guy. They believe its minerals will keep her skin soft and perfect. They obtain the water, but are suddenly attacked by a large snake. The two team up and take down the snake, and then deliver the water to Videl.
Videl is surprised to receive a gift from the boys, and is shocked again to realize the gift is nothing but a bottle of water. When they tell her the water has cosmetic properties, she plays along and splashes some on her face, thanking them for such a sweet wedding gift.
We then jump back to Goku and Gohan, who is actually Goten from the beginning of the episode. As they watch the sunset, Hercule shows up and offers Goku for the money he received for his World Peace Prize. Hercule claims to have already have enough money and that Vegeta turned it down as well, and insists that Goku and his Hamlet take all 100 million zeni. Goku is reluctant until Goten reminds him with the money he could stop working and go train with King Kai.
Okay, so Goku gives the money to an overly excited Chi-Chi, who gives him permission to train with King Kai as long as he promises to come back and visit now and again. He quickly teleports away, and Master Roshi runs in after hearing about the money and wanting to buy a bunch of pornographic DVDs. Chi-Chi throws him out of the house.
Meanwhile, on the sacred planet of the Kais, Old Kai and Kibito Kai look up into the sky in fear as they note another planet has been destroyed. And that was the first episode of Dragon Ball Super.
Ready, Joshi?
What?
That's not part of it.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what? Oh!
Fong, you're a jerk.
I took it
Thank
and
you.
copied it onto Microsoft Word, so I didn't copy that part. I'm like, wait, what's he doing? And then, yeah.
Yes.
It's okay. No one gets this joke.
I hope. Okay, so anyway, that was the recap, and now I just got linked to a slightly disturbing photograph.
Which one?
The first one.
Oh, okay.
The second was just John Bastow. Okay. What?
This is our first episode. We actually have an episode to talk about, and you're just throwing it to John Bastow.
That was
I don't remember why. I googled him for some reason before, and then this fucking picture showed up. I felt like sharing it.
Okay. So let's talk about this.
Yes, let's talk about the episode. First impressions.
Oh, not John Bastow.
Okay, first impressions. Honestly, I've never watched the Japanese version before with the subtitles and everything. So I don't know if the voices were consistent with the old ones. I think we alluded to they were at some point. They were actually the same ones, maybe. Mm-hmm. But
Some
they
of them are.
they sound bizarre. I don't know why. Goku's voice is really weird. Gohan sounds like a girl. I don't know what's going on. But
Well, that's because Goku, Gohan, and Goten are voiced by the same person, and that person is an old lady.
wow. Okay, that explains a lot. Honestly, though, content-wise, I didn't think it was bad. It actually seemed like a very typical Dragon Ball Z kind of episode because they didn't accomplish much, but they still set the scene to make you wanting more. So
it reminded me of like the episodes in between sagas that kind of like break apart when like nothing really happens.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, they didn't even show the two new guys that we were talking about the other time.
Correct.
I was really anxious to see if I was right on that name.
Weren't they in the opening?
They're in the opening,
but in the actual episode, nothing was even spoken about them whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of characters missing. We saw no Vegeta, we saw no Krillin, we saw no like any of the other guys. We saw Piccolo, but he just didn't. He just stood there.
They didn't even show his face.
No, they did.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Yeah,
But, he didn't even talk.
Yeah, he didn't talk.
Yeah, I love that man, and he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seemed like a very just like, let's set the stage. It's taking place exactly 6 months after Dragon Ball Z ended, it looks like. Or at least when they beat Boo, anyway.
Yeah, that part of it. Not the actual end, but...
Yeah, because the end they have Oob and all that stuff, which they didn't address at all either.
Which is weird, because they mentioned that's part of Kai. Like, it's not like they cut that out of Kai or anything.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Maybe he'll still be in it. I don't know.
I'm sure they're going to mention it at some point. Again, like I feel like that the timeline is still not completely set yet because we see Beerus around with Whis, so obviously this has to take place after Battle of the Gods.
No.
Well, that's the thing.
It could just be saying the movie was alternate kind of stuff.
That's what I think is happening.
And that was like a testing ground for, do people still want this? Do they like this concept? Okay, let's actually do it right
I
now.
really hope that's not the case.
I think they're retelling it. Do you know why?
It really looks like it.
Because at the end of the episode is the beginning of Battle of Gods.
What?
the end of the episode where Kabito Kai and the old guy's like, oh shit, things are happening.
Oh, you're right.
That's the very beginning of Battle of Gods.
I think he's right.
Do you think it's gonna be like go watch Battle of the Gods now?
No, I think they're gonna retell it.
They're gonna retell it.
And maybe it'll be a little bit
And they're
different.
gonna try and involve that other guy and make it a little more involved.
Yep.
But like, wow, yeah, okay, I can see that.
That's weird. I was hoping they wouldn't do that, but I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, me too. I'm a little disappointed, but
Well, I was glad to just see it back. A new episode.
But no, it's just the fact that we see that Beerus is awake and like he's like roaming the galaxy already.
Oh, I know.
When in the movie he wakes up,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Hey, what's going on? Where's Frieza? Oh, Frieza's dead." And they fly to Earth to go find out who beat Frieza. That was how Battle of the Gods started.
yep.
Oh well.
I don't like that.
But I felt bad for that chef guy though, because when he made that thing, he said that long name, and then, man,
Well, you don't know which side of the planet he was on. Maybe he
I
was on
know,
the big
but
side.
like he could have had a family and kids, and
On the other side, yeah, true.
yeah.
I just like the fact that Beerus is strong enough to just tap the table on the planet. Boom,
Yeah.
entire planet's cut in half.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
He's going to be difficult to defeat.
Yes.
So,
But again, are we assuming he's going to be a bad guy? Because in Battle of the Gods, Goku and him left on pretty amicable terms.
but if they're redoing it,
Yeah, he seemed pretty malicious here.
and like you know how Dragon Ball works, they always have the bad guy, like the big bad guy. So this has to be the first one.
I don't think so. I think Beerus is going to be a companion. I don't think he's going to be bad.
I mean,
I think if anything, it's to show that Beerus is bored since he's just going around the galaxy asking for food. I think he's going to go back to Goku and like, hey, you're really strong. You're the only one who ever gave me an actual fight. Let's team up and do stuff together.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We'll
It's
see,
weird.
I guess, eventually. In another about 15 episodes, we'll see.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So,
Next year.
So to address that ending part again, where they're looking up at the sky, do you think when they're mentioning the planets disappearing, do you think that's Beerus destroying planets?
I wasn't sure if that was actually the same one as what they showed earlier, but it actually reached them then.
Yeah, like that was kind of like delayed reaction.
Yeah.
Because I can't picture Beerus just going around destroying planets for no reason, kind of thing.
Well, I mean, just because one food was slightly greasy and grease is not that great for you isn't the greatest reason. But
It just makes me think back to the movie where he's trying all the food, and all the food on Earth is delicious. And
oh
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we had all the delicious food. We'll let the Earth go. It's like, wow,
I
is
feel
that
like
really
that-
how he judges it?
I feel like that's what's going to happen again. They're just going to redo that. I don't know. It just seems like it's so set up for it.
Interesting.
Anyway, can we discuss the fact though that Goku has this job?
Oh, is the radish farmer?
Yeah.
Well, Fong, good job on you for calling that. Like,
Yeah,
that was really good.
yeah.
that was perfect.
But where is the employer here? Come on.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I know.
we don't know,
no,
we don't know
he's-
how the economy works.
I think he's just farming radishes to sell at the market. That's what I
Oh.
assumed. And he's
Oh.
doing a horrible job because that field of his was half destroyed from his training, and then
And then he's like, Goten, here you go. And he gets
Tatum
distracted. He gets distracted, falls off an entirely gigantic cliff. But yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even though in theory he could just jump out and float away himself, but
true, but then the radish plow machine would be destroyed.
Yeah, if they're running out of money, they have to save that thing.
I liked in the beginning, he's pulling up the stump, and he's like, wow, it's more stubborn than Vegeta.
I love that shit. The little moments like that are things I
Yeah.
really like.
Yeah.
well, I liked my man Majin Buu walking in there, not taking any of this Hercule sass.
Majin Buu sounds weird to me.
Yeah, that one I never
Honestly,
got used to.
I think he sounds a lot better than Goku. I'll tell you that one.
Well, compared to Majin Buu's English voice act, which is that like high pitched,
Yeah.
silly voice.
Yeah.
Like this was like a weird like rah, 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 rah.
I'm shitting my pants. Kind of
Exactly.
voice.
Exactly.
I mean, I almost prefer that. I don't know. It sounds more intimidating.
I mean, he was never really. He's pink. How intimidating are you gonna get?
Well, his other form was pretty intimidating.
I guess.
And when he walked out, I was like, oh shoot, everyone's gonna think like, oh, Majin Buu.
Yeah, that's
back.
the thing. Don't people put that together, or they never knew?
No,
Didn't they see?
In the beginning, they mentioned that they erase everyone's memories of Majin Buu.
Oh, you're right.
That was in a recap.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So he walks out, and Hercule's like, oh, yes, he's an alien, and he's come to train with me because he heard how amazing I am. Because my knowledge goes throughout the galaxy. It's like typical
Apparently,
Hercule. Typical Hercule.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just kind of odd, I thought. How he was just... Well, I guess, yeah, because they don't have any memories.
Well, again,
That's bothering me.
all they know is that he beat Cell, because, again, the Cell arc happened right before the Buu arc.
Mm-hmm.
And then they remember him beating Babidi, and they remember him going after some kind of evil. They don't know it's Majin Buu necessarily, but they know he aided in the like saving of the world. So everyone thinks that Hercule is just like the biggest badass ever.
Yeah. But video, though.
Shut up.
they had their minds erased.
Yes, they had their minds.
No. Well, video. I mean, Videl.
Oh, what about her?
He's making fun of my typo.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Well, Fong did it first. You know.
Videl is adorable. I'm going to say that right now.
She de-aged.
She did.
Did she really?
Looks like it.
Slightly.
I thought she was Pan in the frickin' preview, so...
No, but that's the same outfit she wore in Battle of the Gods.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. She just does look a little younger. Maybe it's just because Gohan just looks
it's
odd.
No, it's different because remember her hair, like she used to have like those twin pigtail kind of things, and then she got her hair really short, and now it's like in between.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah, I agree with Fong. No.
Okay.
But, oh, wait. So, Ken, in the recap, though,
Mhm.
they got her the water, right?
Yeah.
We didn't explain, though, that was not the actual thing that the guy was mentioning.
Oh, it was just, I mentioned it's just a bottle of water.
No, but I mean, the indirect part, that's why I brought up the guy from the store, because they were at the cosmetic store, and they overheard this guy, and he was like, oh, yeah, the hot spring has this greatest thing for your skin and whatever, but...
Yeah, well, they got to the actual hot springs, and it was nasty as shit, so like, yeah, we're not going to take that water, so...
Yeah, but then they still thought it was the same thing over there with no one over there, and fish living in it.
They followed the hot springs where the water runs off to that little pond, and they're like, okay,
Yeah,
let's take the water here. It's like, no, that's not the same.
Yeah, but...
That entire plot line was just boring to me, I'm sorry.
It was like slice of life sort of thing.
It was, and it was cute and everything, but
Yeah.
like, do we really have to have the first fight scene of the series be the two of them against a snake?
Yeah, that's why I think the episode's kind of disappointing, because for the first episode of this thing, I would rather not have it be that type of slice of life episode.
Yeah, I was hoping for like a really good like hook into the series kind of thing. Or at least like establish like the rules of the series, like who's the bad guy or how long has it been, like where is this taking place. I felt like it was just kind of like, here's some people.
I mean, they did that, but it's like there's nothing interesting beyond that.
Well, I think they're just resting on the fact that most of the people that are going to watch this have already watched Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, whatever. So it's a given that that's coming. So they're like, we could just ease it in however we want because everyone knows it's whatever. Mm-hmm. So I think they took so many liberties on that and just didn't care enough, which they shouldn't have done, I don't think. But because like they did that in One Piece at one point. They had like 4 or 5 episodes in a row where it was like almost nothing, just doing like little chore things, basically like what this episode was. Mm-hmm. And it was just annoying to watch because I'm like, come on.
But that's based off a manga where maybe they caught up to the manga or something like that, and there's nothing to go off of. Like this isn't based off anything. You don't have to do things like that.
That's true.
Okay, so get this. I'm looking at the Dragon Ball Z episodes right now. In the final 3 episodes, so episode 157, that's where they beat Kid Buu and throw the spirit bomb, yada yada. Mm-hmm. The next episode, 158, it jumps 10 years later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 6 months after episode 157.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Kai, but yeah.
Well, no, I mean in general. Like, this is episode 157 of Dragon Ball Z, not Kai.
Oh, no, that's Kai. That's
Kai.
Kai.
Oh, you're right, it is Kai. But yeah, so the whole thing with Oob and Pan, all that stuff, that's 10 years down the line. This is only 6 months after Majin Buu.
Yep.
So we haven't even reached the last 2 episodes yet of like DBZ technically.
Yeah, well, we didn't reach that with the movies either, which is what I was hoping eventually would happen with the show, or at least would happen with the show.
Like eventually for them to like link together.
I mean, I was hoping the show would start off with that, but
I mean,
That's
we need
out of the
a time
picture.
skip here already.
Yeah.
I want a time skip episode 2.
yeah.
I think we'll get a time skip sooner or later because the next episode's gonna be all Vegeta focused, apparently.
Yeah, with what they're going on vacation. Whatever.
Yay!
Another slice of life episode.
That's the thing. I'm like, really? So they sort of tried to introduce all of Goku and his family. Now they're gonna do all of Vegeta. What next are they gonna do? All the side characters combined?
Well, again, I feel like if people have never watched Dragon Ball Z before, this is like the perfect.
No,
like-
but I feel like
But this
if
is
they
airing in Kai's time slot. Of course, they've seen it, or they've more than likely seen it.
Who knows? Maybe people like watch. I don't know. They're trying to get new fans. I think.
well, no, but I'm saying if they're trying to get new fans, give a little more action than this.
Yeah,
I
but
would think.
it's like the first episode of like an anime. Like, there's usually not guaranteed to be so much like action.
Yu Yu Hakusho, the guy died.
Yeah,
Great.
That's the
That was-
entire.
that's the first thing that happened. In fact,
Yeah.
Mm.
And then everything, like that whole thing just started. Like that was a great anime. I think the way they started that. Like
Let's make this podcast about that.
I love
It's a
Yu
good
Yu
show.
Hakusho, man.
A Yu Yu Hakusho retrospective podcast.
All right, let's
I
go.
watched that whole thing in like 3 days.
Isolation gets me.
I used to watch that
again.
every single
I
night
don't
when it
know
was
where to
on
go.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It was like 90 episodes in 3 days. It was terrible for my health, but it's worth
it's
it.
worth it though. Yeah.
That goddamn tournament saga lasted way too long.
I think it was the way they aired it on TV. It was
the
weird.
tournament. Oh, the first one that was fantastic.
Oh, it was great, just way too long.
I love the team thing and the pictures with the boxes and oh my god. Okay, anyway, so
Okay, this is not a Yu Yu Hakusho podcast.
Dragon Ball
They're,
Super.
they're similar. I don't know.
They are similar. We've
I
got
have to
Goku,
say, though-
who's Yusuke, you know. So.
Shut up.
You have Chi Chi, who is irrelevant, just like the girl in the other.
Keiko.
Yeah, the Keiko. Yeah, just as irrelevant. There you go. You have Kuwabara, who's Vegeta.
I think he's voiced by the same guy. It sounds like it.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised. Actually,
It's by Funimation, so
yeah, that's right. Huh? You know, it sounded honestly until you told me that it was an old lady doing Goku. It sounded very similar to Luffy's voice for One Piece.
Oh, you know what? Luffy's is voiced by Krillin's voice actor.
Huh.
Who's also a girl, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's almost like a given. Apparently, no guys ever do main
Well,
roles.
because they were children in Dragon Ball, and you have ladies voicing little boys, whatever, and
They've grown up.
Like, even like the American like dub of Naruto, it's a girl doing the voice.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, when they grow up, they don't get replaced because it's a weekly television program. Like, it's 1 week he's a kid, and the next week he's an adult, and like you don't get replaced a week later.
I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. But now actually, speaking of Krillin, did you see Krillin in the outro?
What did he do?
No, they just showed them
Do you mean
all
like
sitting.
do you mean like the next time on, or like the ending credits thing?
No, I think it's the ending credits, and they showed them all like at the hill kind of
Yeah,
thing, sitting on some hill.
watching the sunset together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see how small Krillin looked?
Yeah, he's
It was
short.
really funny.
He's
I
a
didn't
little
know-
person.
Yeah, because he was actually like at least half the size, if not even smaller in ratio or whatever, to his wife.
Yeah.
I thought they were at least somewhat close. My God.
No,
Yeah,
he's a little person.
He put a baby in her too.
I know, that's pretty impressive.
He had to stick his entire head in there.
Oh my God.
Is that how it works?
Well, if you think about it.
Well, he didn't define what head. So
I'm sorry, is Pete here?
I know. I'm trying to. He's not even gonna watch this. I'm not.
I know,
trying to-
it's plain to the crowd
I-
that's not going to watch.
I know. I guess I'll tell him to watch now. I'll be like, tune in at this exact part. He'll laugh one time, be like, "Yep, that was good."
Close the fuck out of it.
Whatever. But yes, the Krillin thing was interesting. But wait. So Fong, did you
Yeah.
see our guy Yamcha was in the outro?
no
yes.
one cares about the outro. We know we're gonna see Yamcha in them eventually. Like
Our
I-
outro has Yamcha in it, damn it.
I love Yamcha. You don't understand.
Good, you're the only one.
Fong loves him.
I like his theme song.
There
Yeah,
you go.
see, that's close enough. We have
No,
two
it's not.
supporters. But see, I did not see Mr. Popo. I'm still very upset.
I wonder if they're gonna do him blue.
I know that's the
No
problem.
way.
No, if they do it like they did with Pokemon and Jinx, they're gonna make him light purple. So
I doubt it.
I just think they cut him out because it was just whatever. Like they didn't want to deal with it, and I was like, okay. Why am I getting sent a file? Fong, what are you doing?
Fong, what are you doing?
Yeah. It's
Am I
important.
supposed to download this?
It's very important.
Fine.
I feel like this is John Bastow doing his work.
It's a JPEG. What is this?
John Bastow dressed as Mr.
Oh! Yo, this is my boy.
Mr. Popo. Hello, Kami.
He's so good.
I
But
love
they showed TN and they showed whatever his name is. I always forget his name. The little
Chiaotzu.
He
yeah, him.
sucks. Let's not talk about him.
But I just think that almost like confirms who's actually going to be in this series in the outro. So I feel like the outro is somewhat important to talk about.
Well, yeah,
because
I feel like they didn't leave anyone out. Like,
they left out Mr. Popo.
He's not a main person, though.
Those are his friends, though.
Neither
more
is
like.
Chiaotzu.
Like, they didn't show the Kais sitting next to Goku and them, but they were in the episode.
They're very important, too.
I don't like them.
How do you not like them? They're awesome. I love old Kai.
Wait, I love, wait, is old Kai what's the other one?
Kai.
King Kai.
No, that's a different one.
He has Bubbles, the monkey, named after Michael Jackson's monkey.
Wait, what's his name?
King Kai.
Yeah, I love King Kai. He's amazing.
Goku!
Yeah. I love Bubbles. Oh my god, Bubbles is like the star of the show. If they had a side show, almost like the Minion movie, like I would watch that.
That was basically the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, Battle of the Gods.
Yeah. See? Do it. What is it though?
I feel like the entire theme of this episode was family's important and damn Goku family is poor.
Also the fact that Goku could care less about his family.
Yeah.
No,
He leaves them immediately.
He's like, wait, I'm allowed to leave my family and go train by myself with some old guy from a foreign planet? Okay, bye.
He's working specifically to leave his family.
Yeah, and then he looks at Goten, gives him a look, and he's like, heh, and then leaves.
I thought it was funny when they were talking about ever since the Ox King stopped working, there's not much money at home.
Oh, I know, I saw
It
that.
cuts to him just eating ramen. He's
Yo.
like, huh?
I felt bad for that guy. I love that man.
He's done nothing since Dragon Ball.
But he's obnoxiously big. It's hilarious. Ken?
Wow.
No.
Send that part to Pete.
No, I'm saying because, the fact that you just, did not say anything, I'm, checking in. I'm like, Ken, are you alive? I'm sorry. Ken?
You are dead to me.
No, I really like him, though. He's, one of my favorite side characters. Him and Mr. Popo should really get their own show.
I disagree.
It's called Popo and Ox King.
What do
Hey,
they do?
Ox
They have
King.
nothing in common.
And they own Bubbles. I don't know, man. But, see, the thing is, the episode was so boring, we don't even want to stay on it. By we, I mean me.
Again, just really there wasn't much to it. Everything they showed was in the trailer we saw.
I know, that's the thing. It was almost like every second or whatever that we analyzed was each little snippet of the episode, just expanded upon for another minute kind of thing.
And I was right about everything, so I was happy.
Yeah. So Fong wins. Goodbye, everyone.
Yep.
I do have to say though, just watching the episode, I was happy to see Dragon Ball again.
Hey, I already said that entire spiel
no,
10
but
minutes
I'm
ago.
I'm agreeing with you though. It was nice seeing it again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The animation looked really good. It looked like a much more enhanced version.
It looked like from the movie.
Yeah,
Right.
not.
Oh man, the beginning, the recap where it showed the end of Z.
Oh, it was
and
so shitty.
I was like,
that
is
was
this show gonna look
fantastic.
like this? I was like, what the fuck?
No, I thought that was great because it was so consistent with how the old one looked. I was like, this is awesome.
No, because it was the old
Yeah,
one.
it was the old one.
I know, so I was loving it.
No, they should have redone those scenes.
I mean, he didn't have
No,
to, but I was.
they
I was
do that in
surprised to see it.
Pokemon, and I hate it. In Pokemon, they redo it and everything. I'm like, no.
I don't know, just as soon as I saw the old animation, I was like, oh god. And then as soon as the new theme started and everything like that, then I was all good. Let's talk about that opening for a minute. Did you guys what'd you guys think of the opening?
It harkened back to the first Dragon Ball opening, so it's good.
Yes.
That first scene with the sun on the side, and you see the Earth and all the Dragon Balls passing by.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Dragon Ball opening, and then everything after that is whatever. But that beginning was cool.
Well, did you guys see the scene of Goku and Vegeta walking into that portal together?
that could be them dying or something. I don't know.
I think that's them entering another universe.
I don't remember.
Oh, do you have it?
I know what you're talking about.
It was like a blue swirly portal, and it shows like from like behind them, they're walking forward to the portal.
Yeah. I'm hoping that's the whole big arc they're going to be going into.
The whole like alternate universes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, if that can be the first arc of the whole thing, that would be cool. Because that's not what was in line with the movie, right?
Well, yeah, they established this like so many different dimensions, and they kind of just like left it at that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I think it's cool though. Yeah.
I'm watching the opening now, and like they're showing off all the major characters. It shows Vegeta and Goku walking into that portal.
Mm-hmm.
Then it shows another portal opening up, and Beerus and Weiss come out along with the new people, Champa and someone else. Then there's a bunch of like, it's a bunch of aliens, but they're wearing the old Saiyan armor.
Yeah.
And they're fighting Goku and Gohan in like some kind of like big rocky area, which is really cool. Goku goes Super Saiyan. Then it shows Hercule posing, and then some like weird, I thought it was Frieza at first, but it's like some guy in like a purple suit comes down and starts like pointing at Hercule.
Yeah.
And it has like weird like alien eyes. And then Trunks and Goten show up fused together. And then just a bunch of them all turning Super Saiyan. But it's cool. Goku goes right into Super Saiyan 3 from going from rest to 3.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but I thought he did that honestly later on in the show.
He probably has. But then it's really cool. It shows him then like he's like starting to like strike poses, and it's really really quick cuts. It keeps showing him.
Well, they were showing different glimpses. I kind of like that preview because they were showing, hey, Super Saiyan 1. I'm assuming Super Saiyan 2 was in there, sort of, but you can't really tell the difference between those two, honestly. But then they showed Super Saiyan 3, and then they showed that hint of the God level.
Yeah, I'm like freeze framing it right now really quickly. It shows like he looks normal, then like this would be
They flash.
They
flash
do like goes across the
yeah.
screen, and he's in God form.
And you do see that pink hair. You see it for just a second.
Yep.
Yeah, not blue hair.
Well, we don't know about the blue hair yet because that movie's not out yet.
Yes, yes, I do.
I mean, what is blue?
Nice.
Blooper Saiyan.
Blooper
Saiyan God.
Ooh.
I want them to call it that now. Blooper Saiyan.
I call it that.
Well, there you go.
Well,
Yeah,
oh my god, I don't know where to go from this.
That's again like I feel like the opening showed us more than the actual episode did.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so if we had to rate this episode 1 out of 5, Joshy, what would you rate it?
3.
Okay, Fong.
0.
Wow.
That's not one from. It's not 1 to 5. 0.
You're not funny.
5. Damn it.
Okay.
Okay, you give it a 5. Josh gives it a 3. I want to give it a 3 as well.
Ooh.
Again, it was
For the
good.
3-star Dragon Ball buddies.
Hey!
Hey, but you said 5. Okay. But
again, it was a good. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't what I was hoping for. I was hoping for like establish exactly what the show is going to be about, which we didn't really get. We got a slice of life episode, which isn't bad. I just wanted more.
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it was nice to see it back. It was nice for the whole, my childhood, whatnot. But content-wise, yeah, they could have done better. So, I give it the halfway point.
And that's why I give it a 5.
Just to raise it up to like a 4 point something.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so we have episode 2 coming up.
Episode 2 comes out on July 12th. It's called To the Promised Vacation. Vegeta goes on a family trip.
Yeah, so another boring episode, but we'll be here to give you all about it.
In that episode, something to note during the preview is that, like, they showed Vegeta training, like, dodging some fucking bullets or whatever. I think that looked directly from Battle of Gods.
Was he training in Battle of Gods?
He was initially. He was
in some room.
Thing.
We really got to do our like recap of Battle of the Gods soon before Resurrection F comes out.
Yeah, I mean, we got to watch that whole thing.
Yeah.
We got to plan that little movie night.
Well, it's interesting because if they're retelling it and like this episode ended with them saying like the beginning of Battle of Gods and then Vegeta gets the message right after that, It's retelling it, kind of, I guess.
I really think at one point they're just going to be like, go watch Battle of Gods here.
I think this is an indication that they're not doing that, honestly.
I don't know. Again, it's the most like frustrating part to me so far because I want them to establish where is this actually taking place.
Yeah.
But the synopsis for next week's episode says Son Goku goes to planet Kai to train with King Kai. Meanwhile, Vegeta, Bulma, and Trunks take a family trip. Bulma and Trunks are happy with an unexpected family time together, while Vegeta is bothered by the fact Son Goku gets to train.
Do you just say what?
What?
Do you just say Son Goku?
That's his name,
That's
bruh.
his name, yeah.
What?
In Japan, his name is Son. Like his first
Really?
name, yeah. His last name is Goku.
No, his last name is Son.
Yeah, it's reversed, but Son Goku,
The
yeah.
family name is Son. Okay, it's based off Monkey King, Sun Wukong. In Japan, apparently that's read not like that. It's read Son Goku. So his name's just fucking that, the Monkey King.
Yeah, it's true.
Which none of them had their tails, which I was sad about.
What? Why would they?
I don't know. I like the whole tail aspect.
Yeah.
When like they would wear it around like their waist like a belt.
I think that means they're furries.
All right. Well,
Uh-huh.
I think it's a good time to call this episode off here. Again, it was the first episode, not a lot going on. I'm sure by next week we'll have hopefully a lot more to talk about because we didn't get spoiled by a big trailer, unless you count the ending of this episode.
I mean, there might be even less that goes on next episode.
If there's less that goes on next episode, I'm going to be very unhappy.
Well, prepare to be disappointed.
Yeah, wait, we've talked about it and it looks like it, so...
What if every episode is just a slice of life? Like, they don't even, like, there's no fighting at all.
We cancel this podcast and we talk about Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay, we'll give it 10 episodes. If by episode 10 it doesn't pick up, Yu Yu Hakusho podcast.
Yeah!
What
What are we calling it?
The Spirit Detective
Ghost
Buddy.
Files.
The X-Files. Oh, wait. All right, well, I think we should end this off here. Thank you all for watching the 3-star Dragon Ball Buddies. Until next time, I've been Ken.
I'm Josh.
I've been Fong. He got the name right. Hooray.
See you guys next time.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
「俺が噂のナイスガイ」「やむちゃさ」